All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the men of the Lord, prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Barakatham. All right, and bear with me, man. I just recorded almost 2 videos, man. With the sound was screwed up. So bear with me, but it says here 80% of all US dollars in existence have been printed by the Federal Reserve in just the last 2 years, man. And that's a question, for you guys. Is this money system, is it going to make it? And clearly, man, the answer is a resounding hell no. And what does this mean? This is a sign of the times. All right, now this is a article sent by one of the brothers earlier this week through the chat, from the Sign of the Times News. That's completely on point, man. And you can read. We'll read through some of these first couple points here. It says, since March of 2020, Americans and the world alike have watched from the sidelines as power-hungry politicians have ushered in draconian lockdowns. All right, and that word draconian, we know that word is alluded to in the book of Revelation, man. All right, goes back to Draco. All right, who passed very, very harsh laws and edicts. All right, and decrees against the people in Greece. All right, but it says, of ushered in draconian lockdowns, shutdowns, police state measures, and brought the economy to its knees. Now, why did he do all of this, man? All right. Ultimately, for 2 reasons. Number one, he wants Jake to break, which we're not, and the elect is not, And number 2, he has plans to do away with this whole monetary system. Anyway, man, no guy in their right mind would do this much damage. When you see what they're doing, nobody in their right mind would do this much damage to the system. All right, unless they know that they had a backup plan. All right, it says, while governments around the planet use their central banks to devalue their currency. Look, they're devaluing their own currency by printing more money to fund their tyranny. The U.S. led the way down this road to fiscal horror. Yep, because Esau over here in America, we're not we, but, well, we live here in the land, but America is known as the whore of Babylon. All right, so she's going to be the one wilding out the most, man, leading the charge into confusion and wickedness. All right, it says, and the Biden administration, Salaki, I skipped. It says, thanks to the trillions of dollars the Federal Reserve has printed over the last 2 years, America is currently in an inflation crisis. And what does an inflation crisis lead to, man? Hyperinflation. All right, hyperinflation is coming in, man. And all of you guys, you trusted this guy, man. You guys that trust in Egypt, the shadow of Egypt, is written about in Isaiah 30. All right, y'all about to feel it. All right, all of you women, you women that are getting this bag. All right, you OnlyFans women that are just sitting comfortable. All of you simps. All right, niggas with enough money to buy goddamn feet pics, man. And you niggas are wicked, man, and the Lord is going to destroy you. And this is going to be the beginning of it. When this money system flips, all right, when that switch gets flipped upside down and you don't have money and a cheeseburger is $750, then we're going to see if you're going to be buying feet pics, man. And we're going to see what happens to you women who's spend all your money on Birkin bags because you're making $20K a month on OnlyFans. You'll buy a $10,000 bag. But y'all gonna have to eat those bags, man. All right, because ain't no man coming to save you in that day. 911 isn't gonna be active in that day. This is 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, getting ready to take place. It says one need only look to the price of groceries over the last 2 years just to realize how bad of a crisis we are experiencing. And when hyperinflation sets in, it takes off very, very rapidly. It starts becoming unstable like it is right now. And then all of a sudden it skyrockets. It says, as the Biden administration blames high prices on greedy industries, which he profits from. So this is all hypocrisy. It says this is little more than a distraction from the actual perpetrator. Nevertheless, the left continues to attribute soaring costs on businesses making too much profit. And he's lying, man. It's wicked as hell, man. You know? You rigged the whole system. And that's written, man. In Proverbs 11, it says, 11:1, it says, the false balance is abomination to the Lord. All right? But a just weight is his delight. So this is an abominable behavior, man. And all you people that partook in it, the scriptures say, stand now with your enchantments, man. All right? Meaning keep that same energy. Because y'all trusted this devil, especially you Northern Kingdom. Y'all love Esau, man. Y'all worship this guy. And when he's basically kept you in slavery. And now he's enslaved his own people, but it's a slavery of the mind, all right? Of your wealth, of your bank account. It says, while these corporations are not innocent in this debacle, the role of America's central bank is far more insidious, right? Because the elites, these Rothschilds, man, they're the ones calling the shots. All right? What is it? Mayor Amschel Bauer said, give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws. That's them. This is their MO, all right? It says as government spending has skyrocketed over the last 2 years, they have financed their massive expenditures by stealing value from your savings by printing more money through the central bank. That's true. Because you can't come up in this society, man, no matter how you slice it. Even Floyd Mayweather, he's living good now, but that money he's basically borrowed money, man. Like if you have $100,000 in the bank right now, or you saved $100,000 20 years ago, in theory that money should still be worth $100,000 today, but it's not. If Esau continues to print more and more money, trillions of dollars, increasing the money supply every single year, well, the prices of everything goes up. So instead of you being able to buy a house for $100,000 20 years ago, well, now that same house probably worth $175, $200, $250 now. All right? And you put in the same amount of labor, but now it's worth that much less because this guy is printing money like crazy. All right? And he's spending it at the same rate, so he's not getting the tax because the tax on the savings is for old money. In other words, you got to keep making money, new money, in order for you to be immune to inflation. You got to get new money every day, every day. The older your money is, the bigger penalty you're going to suffer from all of this money printing, all right? And it says here, when you print more money, it means there are more dollars chasing the same amount of goods and services, which causes the prices to rise. That's right. In just the past 3 fiscal years, federal spending has swollen to nearly $7 trillion. See? That money he's printing, he's spending it right away. You see? So you're getting the tax. Everything you saved up for, that house you own, even if it's not liquid money in the bank, if you own a house, all right, it's still the same thing. All right? Because people can't afford to buy it when shit goes up. Federal spending has swollen to nearly $7 trillion a year, up from about $4.4 trillion. All right, in fiscal 2019 spending and it went up to $6.6 trillion. So that's a 50% hike right there. Goodness gracious. And it's probably 6.66 trillion, really. And it says in 2021 it went up to 6.8 trillion, so almost 7 trillion. This guy's off the chain, man. All right. So as fast as he's printing that money, he's spending it, and when he spends it, he's getting real assets, real resources. All right. It's not sitting in the bank, at the whim of a bunch of Edomites at the Federal Reserve. All right. He's buying tanks, nukes, satellites. All right, land. And what are you niggas buying, man? Bullshit. It says if you want to put this in perspective, we can take a look at the monetary supply at the beginning of 2020, which showed just $4 trillion in circulation. By January 2021, that number had jumped to 6.7 trillion. But this was only the beginning. All right. It says by November of last year, just from January to November, that number climbed to $20 trillion, man, in circulation. That's crazy. That tells you that this dollar is through. It's finito. All right. There is no saving it. There's no way. It's completely unsustainable, man. James 5 and 1, go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. All right. So these riches that they have, it's corrupt, man. You niggas flashing money on Facebook Live, Instagram Live. All right. Taking pictures and shit. You women buying all these frivolous items, handbags. You gonna have to eat those handbags. You OnlyFans women, all right. You make $20K in a month, and you'll spend half of it on a Birkin bag, man. But when that famine sets in, y'all gonna have to eat those bags. It says, and your garments are moth-eaten, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. All right, because people about to wild the hell out, man. He's gonna have to bring in a new system. All right, and what is that system gonna be? I'll bring it up in a second. It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So we know that these are the last days. This is the year of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turning up, man. All right, this is how we know. It says, behold, the hire of laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. All right. People are gonna be like, what the hell? I can't afford a $200 coffee. They're gonna be like, I work 75 hours a week and I can't even pay my rent. Watch how real it get. Quick, very quick. All right, and we're gonna see what y'all doing that day, man. All you scoffers, okay? All you niggas that said the Charagma was sleeping with white women. Well, we're gonna see who was right, all right? And Great Millstone has had it right. We told you the money supply is gonna get flipped on his head. We told you nobody's gonna be able to literally buy or sell. That's where it's going, all right? It says, and the cries of James 5 and 4 finishing, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord Sabaoth. So the only cries that the Lord is going to hear, all right, are the elects. Okay? Because you guys following, niggas like, Black Fortune, Kodak Black, Pooh Shiesty, you following these guys, man. The Lord is not going to hear your cry, okay? Why? Verse 5, because ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. And you, Jakes, have been in the same spirit Esau's in, not realizing he's robbing you blind. He's robbing the earth blind. He's destroying it. Okay? Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. And you women have definitely nourished your hearts because y'all don't know a goddamn thing. All right? You're going to call 911 and it's going to be busy in perpetuity. All right? And when it gets very purged like out here, what the hell are y'all going to do? All right? That's why it says you've nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. And Esau, this applies to Esau really, but it's going to apply to everybody in that same spirit. All right? Because the scriptures also say, stand now with thine enchantments. All right? Meaning keep that same energy. So you people that went the way of Esau, that felt for this enchantment, y'all are going to have to stand with them. Okay? It says, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. So where is this money system going? If it's going down, right? This is something called Web 3. Now, Web 3 is basically the Internet 3.0. Web 3.0, what it says, Web 3.0 blockchain technology is the latest buzz in the market. The latest buzz. Considered the internet of the future. Web 3.0 enables users and developers to use decentralized blockchain technology. Now, keep in mind all these different pieces that have come together over the recent years. What did you have? Widespread 5G. You have the Internet of Things. All right, all these voice command apps. You have satellites. You have cryptocurrency, which is blockchain technology. You have NFTs that are popular now, and most recently, you have the metaverse. This is Web 3.0. All of these things are gonna culminate into the new web. The first web was typing in www and it takes you to whatever website. You really had to know the exact website back in the day. For brothers who remember the internet before the year 2000 or around that time or early 2000s even, you had to know the website that you were going to. Now, man, everything is a search engine. That's Web 2.0, where everything you type in the internet, because you have this right here. This is called Google Chrome. This is called a browser, right? And this browser automatically puts you into a search engine. So I can't even go. It doesn't matter what I type in. It's not going to take me to the dark web. It's going to take me through Google's search algorithm. All right. And Yahoo has one. DuckDuckGo is one. And 95% of all internet traffic goes through search engines, through like 4 or 5 companies. All right. That's Web 2.0. But it's not decentralized. It's going through these 4 or 5 companies. All right. Web 3.0, it's going to be a decentralized blockchain, but that's how they're going to get everybody roped in. But when this money system fails, they're gonna say, damn the decentralization. they're gonna cede all that power to the Fed. All right. It says, in simpler terms, decentralized blockchain networks facilitate Web 3.0 search engines, social media platforms, marketplaces. So there's no massive collection of data like they can do right now. Like Facebook has all this data on you, and Google and all of these things. In theory, the Web 3 wouldn't be doing that. All right. Web 3 is a collection of JS libraries that I believe that's JavaScript libraries that lets you interact with an Ethereum node remotely or locally. Simply, it provides us with an API so we can easily work with the blockchain. So an API is basically like an artificial intelligence. I mean, it's like a program that can write other programs, a program that can learn. It says Web3 works as a wrapper for JSON, which is a code. So this is getting a little bit technical. I know what a lot of it is because of my job, but I don't want to get too technical. Let me see. Is Web3 a blockchain? In this context, blockchain seem to be the driving force of the next generation internet, what some refer to as Web3. NFTs are going to be part of it. I'm telling you, this metaverse, they want everything completely locked down and controlled. All right. It says blockchain reinvents the way data is stored and managed. It provides a unique set of data, a universal state layer that is collectively managed. And what they don't tell you is reversal. In the reverse, they can know exactly who you are. Right now, if I was smart enough, I can figure out a way to spoof my IP address. I can spoof my MAC address. All right. I can hide behind different VPNs and redirects and all of that. In the blockchain internet, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do that. All right. Once they decentralize it, they're gonna know exactly who you are, where you are. Period. You're not even gonna be able to get on unless you have a code. All right. And we know where that leads to. Where is this all gonna what is this all gonna culminate to? All right. Revelation 13 and 16, when it says he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the charagma, all right? And that no man might buy or sell. That's how it's all going to tie in, all right? And we don't give a damn if you're tired of hearing about it. This is the most important prophecy by far, period. All right? Once this happens, This is the ultimate test. The hour of temptation is another way of saying it. We're out of here, man. We're out of here. It says, save he that have, the charagma, et cetera, et cetera. You got to be careful how you say things on YouTube. But yeah, man, this is a sign that we're out of here, man. So with that, hopefully our brothers were edified. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachakwadash Wa Abba Babal Shalom.